Dear viewers, today we are going to do a very interesting and emotional topic, that is what happens when relationship breakdown. So in this module we are going to see why relationships break down and what are the various steps or stages in which relationships break down, and we will also see what are the theories behind explaining relationship breakdown, and we will also finally see if we can help people to maintain or continue to maintain the relationship without breaking it down. Of course, this is a rather a sad topic because for everyone breaking a relationship can be very stressful, but sometimes breaking certain relationships that are really getting worse results in lot of relief and returning of peace and joy into our lives. In today's topic of relationship breakdown, we are specifically concentrating on breakdown of marriage relationships. In fact, 50 to 60% of people believe that they are never going to be divorced, but psychologists say that the rate is much higher. So, why do they divorce? Is because they have difficulties in interacting and communicating with each other in a constructive manner, and because they are adopting destructive means of communication and expression, that is when the relationship starts getting strained and people start moving away from their relationship, and long before actual breakdown happens, emotionally and psychologically both the couple will start separating. Even physically the couple becomes separated, and it is only finally one day they decide to break up. The summation of research that is done by social psychologists in order to understand why couples break up, they had found one major characteristic factor or feature of many relationships that end in breakup, and that one feature that has been consistently found by these researchers is the level of arguments. Because arguments indicate a negative kind of a relationship, psychologists suggest and recommend that these arguments should not be based on who is going to win. Many times couples argue with an intention that they have to win the argument, and psychologists say that this is not sports. It is not that when there is an argument or there is a discussion, one has to win or one has to lose. Let's have a look at slide which is a comedy scene that is usually seen in many households. Here the lady, elderly lady or the wife reads the newspaper, and as you can see, she thinks when you have been married a long time, you get to know what the other person thinks. And the husband, who is also sitting and reading the newspaper, he replies not verbally but inside his mind, no you don't. So actually here the lady is what she is saying, the husband has received the, or rather understood what she is thinking, and so actually she has proved her point, but just for the husband to win the point, he thinks no they don't. So many times arguments, psychologists have traced how they begin, how they progress and how they end up, and they had found that usually although the argument begins with a goal, but somewhere in the middle both the couple get diverted and they forget about the goal and they keep on discussing about many other things. Now let us understand why relationships break in the first sense. Psychologists, by doing lot of research, have listed several factors that contribute to the breakdown of a relationship. And here, a breakdown of a relationship not only includes marital relationship or other kinds of arrangement relationships, but also can be breakdown with a friend. So, some of the reasons that the list is if suppose this person did not get to understand the other partner. Sometimes while entering into relationship, the person might feel that yes, this I will get along very nicely with this person, but along the way inner characteristic traits they surface only after, say, in the middle of a relationship. Initially